A new large language model is here. Technology Innovation Institute from UAE has launched Falcon 180B, okay, or 180 billion parameters model. So this is supposed to be the largest open large language model, okay, the state of art largest open large language model, which is available for both research and commercial use. It has been trained on 3.5 million tokens and it performs better than competitors like Meta's Llama 2 on various tasks like reasoning, coding, proficiency, and knowledge tests. Among closed source model, it ranks behind OpenAI's GPT-4 and performs on par with Google's Palm 2 Large. Okay, despite being half the size of the model. Now, if you were to just look at things over here, this model looks super impressive, right? Because it beats Meta Llama 2, okay, and it performs on par with say Google's Palm 2 Large. It is somewhat better than GPT 3.5, right? But then you need to go into the details. Okay, now what are the details? If you go to the details, here is where the spoiler is present, right? One is that this model took nearly 4 times the compute of Llama 2. Okay, it was trained on say 3.5 trillion tokens on up to 4096 GPUs simultaneously for a total of this huge number of GPU hours. Now what is this? This is close to 7000k GPU hours, right? And after doing all these things, if you were to look at the performance of this model on the Hugging Face Leaderboard when compared to Llama 2, right? Llama 2 was 67.35, the leaderboard score over here. This is 68.74. This is just a 1% improvement over here on this leaderboard score. Okay. And consider that this model is almost double the size of Llama 2, right? Llama 2 was 70 billion, this is 180 billion. Okay, right? I don't find this really impressive. So instead of wasting all these GPU hours, they could have actually trained a smaller model, right? Instead of training this huge 180 billion parameter model. Okay, this is from the point of view on this benchmarks alone. Okay, now if you were to look at their comparisons with say Palm 2 or these models, yes, Falcon 180 billion is on par with Palm 2 large, okay, which is much more in terms of parameters. It could be 540 billion parameters or something. Yes, that way it seems to be better. Okay, it might be even better than say GPT 3.5, right? But then if you were to compare it to Llama 2, I don't think it is that much better, right? Because it is just 1 point improvement on this Hugging Face LLM leaderboard. Okay, the next point is that how do you run this 180 billion parameter model? Okay, what are the hardware requirements? Okay, so for inference, right, for inferencing Falcon 180 billion, okay, the floating point 16 inference, if you do, you require 640 GB of memory. Okay, basically you will require 8 A180 GB cards. Okay, even if you want to do an int4 inference, it still requires you 320 GB of GPU memory. Okay, because this model has got 180 billion parameters. So that is where this becomes even more difficult, right? Even though this is an open source open access model, not open access but open source model or open large language model. Okay, because they have also changed the license terms. Okay, Falcon 180 billion can be commercially used but under very restrictive conditions, excluding any hosting use. So they have some license over here, right? So this is not exactly Apache 2.0 license, but they say that it is a derived version of Apache license. That is what I understood when I read it. I'm not a license expert. Okay, so what they are saying is that this is not it is different from other open access licenses. Okay, so considering that and considering that this is 180 billion parameters, I don't think it is much of an improvement. Now, when you try it out with real life examples, maybe it can give you some better responses compared to other models. Okay. So I just tried over here their demo saying that, hey Falcon, any recommendations for my holidays in Bengaluru? So basically I tried a variant of this, any recommendation for my holidays in Abu Dhabi with this prompt. The response is quite coherent and it has given a good response over here, like visit the Lal Bagh Botanical Garden, explore Mysore Palace, few hours from this thing, go on a food tour, check out Bangalore Fort. Yeah, the response is good. Okay, but it is coming at what cost, right? That also needs to be seen. Okay. Here it talks about, okay, let us try out another example. Let's clear this. I will try out a variant of this. Okay. Give me, okay, give me top 10 beaches to visit. Give me top 10 to visit around the world. Right. Let's see what it gives. Okay, so it gives a list of beaches. Okay. Right. Which is this Radhanagar beach in India. Okay, I don't have much details of other beaches, but then yeah, probably we can quickly now. Okay, okay, yeah. So this is their tropical acclaimed swimming diving location. Okay, where is the Radhanagar beach? Havelock Island, Andamans. Okay, Andaman and Nicobar. So yeah, it gives coherent responses, right? Yeah. So you can actually try out the demo over here in this page. You can try out different things. Let me clear it and maybe let me try out let us try out some kind of code generation task. So this is just the pre-trained model. This is not the instruction tuned model. Okay. So let me try out some coding tasks, like given a string, find the longest substring with non-repeating repeating characters. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it is giving a Python code over here. Let's try out this code maybe. Okay. Okay, let's try out this code with an online compiler over here. Previously it had given a code and it did not work, so I had tried it out. Let's try out this new code which it has given. It might work. Okay, I didn't copy it properly. Copy it. Let's paste it over here. Let me run this code. Let's see. Okay. So what is the problem over here? Name error. It is not defined. Okay. Function is changed over here from the previous function. My mistake. Okay, I'm just trying to give this string as an input and see what is the output. It says 2. Okay, so which is the 2? Probably 0u. Okay, non-repeating characters. Oh, but you have IOU where you have non-repeating characters. So the output is not proper over here. Right? Substring. Okay. Maybe I will try. Maybe the output is right. I'm not sure over here. What happens if I give it like this? But I wanted the longest substring, so the output was not right because yeah, you have ORLD over here. So yes, the code is not, no, definitely wrong, right? Longest substring with non-repeating characters. So in this case, it should have given something else as an answer over here, probably starting from RLD HOW. Oh, okay, this is one of the possible answers, but that is not the answer. I think the answer is this, LDH up to Y. Yeah, but it does not give it. Okay. Yeah, so this was a short video on Falcon 180 billion parameter large language model, claimed to be the largest openly available language model with SOTA performance, but not impressive, according to me, because of the kind of compute it requires for training this, as well as the kind of compute for inference, with not really huge performance gains. I hope this video is useful for you. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. See you in another video.